this week on a sponsor exemption. And yeah, there you go. Orange being a crowd of 17. This kind of people, Garrett, exactly right, as he tosses one to the crowd, a little souvenir. Back to 13.
And Retief Goosen, who was as high as number 3 in the world before the free fall just a couple of years ago. Remember, he was a part of that Fab Five last night. I asked Retief, what happened?
When you start focusing on other things a little bit, like family life, kids, your mind does go away from the game a little bit, and it can affect the game. I've got 2 great kids and a wife that needs looking after too, and it's hard going away sometimes, and if you're not really motivated enough, then the game can go too.
And Retief told me last night that his wife and kids are flying into the States. They live in London. He says it does get more difficult the older they get to leave town, but this for par to remain tied at 9 under. And he has not had a free putt all week.
There's an interesting comment he had. You only get one shot at the PGA Tour before you get too old, but you only get one shot of raising those kids and being a good dad. And so it's quite a conflict being on tour and trying to be a good father.
All right, 16.
Charlie Weedy's second shot, 198 yards. Reasonably good lie in the rough. No, will it hold? Will it hold?
Good shot.
Yep, that's a very good shot. Actually, a very makeable putt from there. Up to 18.
And a big third here for Steve Stricker, Roger.
Well, it is, and a tough chip. It has to come across a little ridge over halfway to the hole. When it gets across that, it'll turn pretty hard to his left. Studied the scoreboard real carefully. I think he's kind of kicking himself when he's out up here in the free, but he needs to focus on this one.
This sprint takes hard to the hole, Roger, like you said. Once you get the last 5 feet, you checked up on him much quicker than you wanted.
Well, it's going to be a tough one to remain at 7 under. 7 under right now looks a heck of a lot better than 6 under.
Well, 7 has got a chance and 6 has no chance.
All right, Howell back at 15, looking to stay at 9 under. He pays the price for the tee shot on the rough. Howell with his second bogey today drops back to 8 under. And Houston with a lead by himself by 1 over Howell. 16.
And Brett Quigley's second shot is 172 yards. Downwind, 8 iron, trying to hoist his way up in the air. Oh, but he pulled it just a little and it comes out of green. All right, let's go up to the 18th tower.
So many stories swirling around. You're trying to keep track of all of these players on the golf course, all with fighting seasons of the past. Some guys haven't won, as you mentioned, and Retief Goosen now in control. But that's at the moment because he's got some tough holes coming down the stretch.
Well, really tough. I sort of made mention of how tough the last few holes are playing and how they're all par holes. 15 only 4 birdies, 16 2 birdies, 17 3 birdies, and 18 6 birdies all day. And so these pars are wonderful on these holes.
That's a tee shot for Retief Goosen right here.
The last birdie opportunity on Mark.
It is. That will scamper just through the primary rough. Intermediate cut, not bad.
Stricker to post 7 under.
There's that big break we talked about. It just goes off the map, Roger, once it breaks down on that hole from both sides. And that's a very expensive finish, I can tell you that. Finishing bogey if he makes that putt. Look at this thing, it just goes sideways at the hole. And once it turns down, it's not stopping for a while.
So disappointing Sundays continue for Stricker. Bogey finish. Goosen by 1.
Maximize your smash factor. The Big Bertha Diablo driver. Hit it long, hit it pure.
In retirement, there are plenty of ifs to go around, like if our savings will last. A MetLife income annuity can help boost your spending power with a higher stream of guaranteed income. To consider MetLife annuities, consult your financial professional.
It's 4 o'clock. You want to dial in?
Yeah, but these calls would go a lot better if we had an office.
This is our office.
This is your daughter's dorm room, Bob.
Listen, we have internet, telephone, dorm lounge. It's all free.
You could just do business at FedEx office. They've got Wi-Fi, workstations. A lot of them are open 24/7. It'll still save us an overhead.
Hey, baby. Here, give me sugar. You got a room.
Technically, this is our room.
Hello, we're on.
We understand. You want less overhead. FedEx office.
The 36th Player Championship, May 7 through 10.
Tiger Woods returns to defend his title at the Arnold Palmer Invitational, Saturday, 2:30 Eastern on NBC.
The expression on the face of Steve Stricker tells it all. Cannot quite believe he bogeyed the last 2 holes. He was tied for the lead at one point at 8 under, and now the putt from bogey. And Stricker had those disappointments in LA and really at the hope when he had that 3-stroke lead heading into the final round. He made a triple and a quadruple that day. And now Stricker in at 6 under. We go to 16.
See if Brett Quigley can pull off some short game magic again. Well, that's a nice shot. Very well played out of that gnarly rough. Quigley with a chance to remain at 7 under. Well, Snoopy One has been providing dramatic views of the Transitions Championship below. The MetLife Room provides coverage of major golf events, while MetLife provides you with coverage for life.
Weather like this every day in your hometown, Gary?